What's up guys and welcome back. We're going to be doing another Choose Your Own Adventure series. We've worked for the past couple of days to get this whole layup done. You may be familiar with our series we did on the Fighting Fantasy and the Sorcery books, but today we're starting something new. As you can probably already see from the cover and stuff, we are playing the Fabled Lands series. Now this is one which apparently you can just keep going on and on. It's like a never-ending RPG adventure. There's multiple books. We have 4 of them. Do you want to show the books we've got?
You can go like backwards and forwards between the books, I think. Can you?
Yeah, I don't know how they were written, but basically you can, if you come to a page which says go to this place, you can actually transfer between different books and just do different quests and stuff. So we're really excited to start it. Obviously we're going to be starting with the first book. We've rolled our character. You don't really roll for stats in this one, you just choose a profession and stuff like that. So we've chosen to be a troubadour, which is like a bard, so think Dandelion from the Witcher series. We chose this one because if you look at the abilities down below, it had a good balance of all of these, and we will probably explain them when we come to it, when we have to actually do it. We use our abilities with the roll of a dice. We have our combat, which is our power. Defense is, well, not defense really works in battle, and stamina is how much health we have. Now, hopefully we don't die in the first 5 minutes. So, without further ado, let's get into the War-Torn Kingdom, Book 1. So, do you want to read the first paragraph of the intro?
Yeah. I just totally forgotten what defense is as well, but
I think that's just what we need to not get hit in a battle.
right, okay. Okay. The approach of dawn has turned the sky a milky green-grey like jade. The sea is a luminous pane of silver. Holding the tiller of your sailing boat, you keep your gaze fixed on a glittering constellation known as the Spider. It marks the north, and by keeping it to port, you know you are still on course. Let's go.
Yeah, might as well do one each. These are always the biggest pages in the book. Like the intro is always like the biggest part, takes the longest time, but hopefully we'll be onto it very soon. So, the sun appears in a trembling burst of red fire at the rim of the world. Slowly, the chill of night gives way to brazen warmth. You lick your parched lips. There is a little water sloshing in the bottom of a barrel by your feet, but not enough to see you through another day. See, I was just trying to swap it over to you then. Sealed in a scroll case tucked into your jerkin is the parchment map your grandfather gave you on his deathbed. You remember his stirring tales of the far sea voyages, of kingdoms beyond the western horizon, and sorceress lands and ruined palaces filled with treasure. As a child, you dreamed of nothing else but magical quests that were in store for you if you became an adventurer.
You never expected to die in an open boat before your adventures even began.
Oh no.
The end. Securing the tiller, you unroll the map and study it again. You hardly need to. Every detail is etched into your memory by now. According to your reckoning...
I was pointing to the map. We have the map on the screen.
Stop.
No.
According to your reckoning, you should have reached the east coast of Harkoona days ago. A pasty grey blob splatters onto the map. After a moment of stunned surprise, you look up and curse the seagull circling directly overhead. Then it strikes you. Where there's seagull, there may be land. You leap to your feet and scan the horizon. Sure enough, a line of white cliffs lies a league to the north. Have you been sailing along the coast all this time without realising the mainland was so close?
Steering towards the cliffs, you feel the boat shudder against rough waves. A howling wind whips plumes of spindrift across the sea. Breakers pound the high cliffs. The tiller is yanked out of your hands. The little boat is spun around, out of control, and goes plunging towards the coast.
I think the mic might be a little bit loud because it was red.
It's fine.
Okay.
You leap clear at the last second. There is a snap of timber, the roaring crescendo of the waves, and the silence as you go under. Striking out wildly, you try to swim clear of the razor-sharp rocks. For a while, the undertow threatens to drag you down. Then suddenly, a wave catches you and flings you contemptuously up onto the beach. Battered and bedraggled, you lie gasping for breath until you hear someone walking along the shore towards you. Wary of danger, you lose no time in getting to your feet. Confronting you is an old man clad in a dirty loincloth. And you said there was
We
going to be
had,
like barbarians in
like,
this one.
When we played the last book series, everywhere we went there was
With
a
people in
dirty old
loincloths.
man in
Always
a
dirty old man,
loincloth.
yeah. His eyes have a feverishly bright look that is suggestive of either a mystic or a madman. Get the code word Auric, then turn to 20.
Okay.
Okay, so...
We've got our first code word.
Yep, so let's just explain this. We have code words which we can use to get to different places and for different things. So what we've done here is we have a inventory screen. Yes. So we're going to go look into our journey there, our backpack here.
No, we're not.
Okay, let's try that again. That's the only one I didn't
Now
change.
we're going into that.
So, here we go. We are in our inventory now, so we have our sword, our leather jerkin, which gives us +1 defense, and our map. Is that what do we have? The 5? Is that included? That's including the jerkin, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and the map. So, God, titles, honours, we will get to them when they happen, and we have a code word section here. So, our first code word was Auric.
Auric. I don't actually know what that means.
Like that?
Yeah.
Auric. Okay, so there's our first code word. So we need to turn to page 20.
Oh, I'm so glad they're a lot smaller.
Yeah, now the
Paragraphs.
first one's out of the way, guys. We're going to be breezing through this.
Apart from this one, which is quite long.
Oh no.
Well, 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 what have we here, friends? Asks the old man. He seems to be talking to someone next to him, although you are certain he is alone. Looks like a washed-up adventurer to me, he says in answer to his own question.
You'd be correct.
All wet and out of luck. He carries on having a conversation with himself, a conversation that quickly turns into a heated debate. He is clearly quite mad. Excuse me, you shout above the hubbub in an attempt to grab the old man's attention. I want to grab his attention.
You want to grab his loincloth?
He stops and stares at you. Is this the Isle of the Druids? You ask impatiently. Indeed it is, says the old man. I see that you are from a far land, so it is up to me to welcome you to Harkoona. But I think you may have much to do here, for it is written in the stars that someone like you would come. Your destiny awaits you. Follow me, young adventurer. The old man turns smartly about and begins walking up a path towards some hills. You can just see some sort of monolithic
stone structure
atop one of them. Come on, I'll show you the gates of the world, the old man babbles. So we've got our first choice. We can either follow him, explore the coast, or head into the nearby forest.
And he's taking us to a monolith, and he's crazy.
Yeah, but he's clearly happy to see us.
That could be a god there, which we need. Should we follow him?
I would give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably end up like murdered in the first 5 minutes, but
yeah,
we're going to decide to follow him. So we'll turn to 192. Maybe you should have a journal ready. Oh, you have it there in case we need to actually write page numbers and stuff down.
Yes.
So what page was it? 192. We'll need it for battles as well, I think. Yeah.
Really?
Writing HPs and stuff, yeah. Unless we just take them off.
I thought we were going to put them into the battle log.
Yeah, okay. During your ship...
Good start.
I've not read out loud in a long time. During your short trip upward, the old man regales you with tales of your destiny and fate, continuously arguing with himself as he does so. You reach a hill crowned with a circle of large obsidian standing stones. A circle of large ones. Despite the bitter wind that blows across these hills, the stones are unweathered and seem almost newly lain. Here are the gates of the world, says the old man. The stones are laid in such a way that they form 3 archways, each carven with mystic symbols and runes of power. Each gate will take you to a part of the world of Harkoona, though I know not where, explains the old man. Abruptly, he turns around and sets off down the hill, babbling to himself. His voice fades as he descends the hill, leaving you alone with the brooding stones and the howling wind. Turn to 65. So, what's it called again? Gates of the World.
Yeah.
65.
We
So,
can go anywhere we want.
if we end up in that casino sewer basement from Sorcery...
I keep having to remind myself it's a different book series. Yeah. There are 3 stone gates engraved with ancient runes. Each gate is marked with a name: Yellowport, Marlock City, and Wishport. From here you can see the coast and the whole of the island, which is heavily forested. Oh, we've got loads of choices. We can either explore the coastline, head into the forest, step through the Yellowport Arch, step through the Marlock City Arch, or step through the Wishport Arch.
Okay, and is that a picture of it? That's the picture of the Gates of the World, so there's a little image there. Not quite high picture there. But... So, should we look around where we are now first?
Should we look at the coastline?
Yeah, okay. If we find a giant enemy crab now. So, want to wait.
And then maybe if we city first.
Yeah. You make your way around the coast. The interior of the island appears to be heavily forested. After a while, however, you come to a bay in which a couple of ships are anchored. A small settlement nestles on the beach. You make your way towards it. Turn to 195. We're going to get a first ship already.
I hope so. Yeah, but if we have to go through the stones to get anywhere.
True.
Was it 195?
Yeah.
Gain the code word Aspen if you do not already have it.
Hold on, let me do it.
Sorry.
What?
The button.
No, it's fine. We're going skiing in Aspen, is that how you spell it?
Without the D.
Aspen, okay. Okay, so there's our code word, so let's take it back.
The trading post is a small village set up here by enterprising settlers from the mainland. Its main export appears to be furs from the forest. The mayor, a fat genial fellow, who greets you personally, insists that one day the trading post will be a thriving town. There is not a lot here yet, however, a small market, a quay, the settlers' houses, and a shrine to Lacuna the Huntress, goddess of nature. So we can either visit the shrine to Lacuna, visit the market, visit the quayside, visit the Green Man Inn, climb the hill that overlooks the town, or go inland into the forest. I don't think we should go into the forest because it's probably monsters there.
I mean, we can buy some supplies from the market, we can probably get some information from the inn. Maybe we should try and speak to the shrine goddess thing as well, because one of the things it points out in the introduction of the book is that you can die at any time and you should make a resurrection deal. So I feel like maybe we should get one of those as soon as possible.
Goddess of nature. Should we go to that shrine?
Yeah.
So it's like respect, isn't it?
Yeah.
544.
The shrine is set in a wooded grove. Birds twitter in the trees and the deer darts away into the forest as you approach. A priestess is tending a low altar, where food and drink is being laid out in honour of Lacuna, the goddess of the wilderness. She is a patron of hunters, trappers, woodsmen, and all those who seek oneness with nature. We can either become an initiate of Lacuna, renounce the wordship of Lacuna, seek a blessing, talk to the priestess, or leave the temple.
So this is how you get blessings.
Yes. So, should we seek a blessing or
or do you have
to
to
the
become
priestess?
an initiate first?
Well, we might tell us if we try to seek it that we need to become an initiate. So
should we talk to the priestess?
yeah, we might as well find out as much as we can. So 471.
If you have the code word animal, turn to 369. If not, read on. The priestess, dressed in silken robes and wearing a wreath of oak leaves, says, I have need of an adventurer like yourself, for arcane reasons involving the secret mysteries of Lacuna. I need the tusk of a boar, a were-boar in fact. I believe they can be found in the Forest of the Forsaken in northern Golnir. Hunt down a werebore and bring me a boar's tusk. In return, I will teach you how to be a better scout. If you accept the mission, acquire the word animal. If not, turn to 544. I don't think we should be trying to fight anything at the moment.
Yeah. That sounds like something I would love to do right now, but I think we're probably going to get battered, aren't we?
It's not going to be a normal.
And that was just talking to the priestess, so maybe we should go back to her because we might find a way back to her at some point. So back to 4-4, yep. Which is the page we just came from, I think. So we got another option to choose from.
Should we seek a blessing?
Yeah.
Even.
Okay, so we're going to seek a blessing at the shrine. So 52.
And it was a werebore, not just.
Yeah. If you are an initiate, it only costs 10 shards to purchase Lacuna's blessing. A non-initiate must pay 25 shards. Cross off the money and mark scouting in the blessings box on your adventure sheet. The blessing works by only allowing you to try again when you fail a scouting roll. Oh, okay. You can have only one scouting blessing at one time. Once it's used up, you can return to any branch in the Temple of Lacuna to buy a new one.
Mm-hmm.
When you are finished here, turn to 544. So should we just leave it? Because
Yeah.
that's a lot of money. I think we've got 16 shards at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
So back to 544.
Should we leave the temple?
Yeah, we might end up back here anytime. So we've been to 195 already, so you might as well go there and make a different decision.
What were the decisions?
We
There's
can
the
go to the
market,
market.
east side, the inn, or climb the hill that overlooks.
Yeah, let's go
We
to
don't
the
have
market.
any money
Yeah.
though.
Maybe.
Or should we just go to the inn and try and get some info?
Yeah, let's go to the inn. Let's go to the inn.
Yeah, 181. Oof. Oh, the Green Man Inn costs you 1 shard a day. Each day you spend here, you can recover 1 stamina point if injured, up to the limit of your normal unwounded stamina.
Okay, so that'll be 9, right?
When you are ready, turn to 195.
Oh, so we're not going to spend the day
yeah.
then. So back to 105. So it looks like we should we check out the quayside then?
Yeah.
332. Here we go.
I just feel like Market's gonna try and
Yeah.
get us to spend money.
And surely we can find a way back to the market. The quayside at the trading post is a similar affair without the harbour facilities or the shipwrights of large ports. There are no ships available to buy here, but if you already own a ship, you can buy and sell cargo.
Ooh.
So we do have a ship manifest page, but we don't have a ship. But here's some of the cargo you can buy. And that's furs, grain, metals, minerals, spices, textiles and timber. So maybe we can trade them with other people for other things later on. Prices are for single cargo units. Fill your current cargo on the ship's manifest. You can buy a one-way passage to Yellowport from here at the cost of 15 shards. Turn to page 74. If you own a ship and wish to set sail, turn to 155. If not, turn to 195. So
I can't wait till we have a ship.
yeah. So we can go back to but we can go through the gate at the end of the
Yeah,
road.
we might as well go
so
through. But how do we get back there? And the hill that overlooks the town?
can we go back? Yeah. So that's the only thing we.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Go inland into the forest or climb the hill that overlooks the town.
Maybe we should get a viewpoint.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go to the hill. So 11.
I think the hill might be the ones with the stone on it.
Oh maybe yeah.
A narrow path leads up the hill, the top of which is crowned with a circle of large
Yeah.
obsidian
Okay.
standing
So we're
stones.
back at the hill. So
65. So should we go to should we?
So we can head into the forest. We can go to Yellowport Arch, Marlock City Arch, or Wishport Arch.
Should we go Yellowport?
Yeah, Yellowport's the one we've just heard of, which we can pay to go to. So let's go there because we're going for free, and it'll make it feel so much better. So
8.
So we're stepping through the archstone into Yellowport, was it?
Yes.
You step through the archway. Immediately, the symbols on the stone begin to glow with red-hot energy. Good. Your hair stands on end and your body tingles. A crackling nimbus of blue-white force engulfs you. The sky darkens and thunder and lightning crash and leap across the heavens. Suddenly, your vision fades. I was expecting us to die right now. And everything goes black.
Still time.
When your sight returns, you find yourself at the gate of a large city set on an ochre-coloured river. A vile stink of brimstone permeates the air. You wrinkle your face up in disgust and gag involuntarily. Welcome to Yellowport, says a passing merchant. Turn to page 10.
At least there's people living here.
Yeah. What, if he lives in like somewhere that stinks and made of brimstone?
It'll just be sulphur from...
Okay.
If you have the code word assassin...
Oh no.
Turn to 50 immediately. If not, read on. If you've just arrived in Yellowport, tick the first empty box above. Ooh, it says use a pencil, but I think we take up.
Just, yeah, put Yellowport. No, don't do it in the book. Or do we need to? Just put Yellowport and then one tick. I'll put 5 boxes.
Yellowport.
Yeah, because we might end up dying and having to restart. And
so there's 4.
Yeah,
boxes.
so it shows up 4 boxes at the top of the page, and we have to tick one for being here. You can see that.
Yeah.
But we're going to do it in our notebook, obviously, in case we die and have to start the book again.
Right, so this is the first time in Yellowport. The boxes are a record of the number of times you've visited the city. If this is your 4th visit, turn to 273. If you have visited the city fewer than or more than 4 times, read on. Yellowport is the 2nd largest city in Socorro. It is mainly a trading town and is known for its exotic goods from distant Ancon-Konu. The stinking river brings rich deposits of sulphur from the lake of the sea dragon down to the town.
Great.
I said it would be sulphur! Where it is extracted and stored in the large waterfront warehouses run by the Merchants Guild. From here, the mineral is exported all over Harkoona. Unfortunately, all that sulphur has its drawbacks. The stink is abominable, and much of the city has a yellowish hue.
What's the name?
The river is so full of sulphur that it is virtually useless as a source of food or for drinking water. However, the demand for sulphur, especially from the sorcerers' guilds, is great. Politically, much has changed in the past few years. The old and corrupt king of Saqqara, Corin VII, has been deposed and executed in a military coup. General Grieve Marlock and the army now control Saqqara. The old Council of Yellowport has been indefinitely dissolved, and Provost Marshal, I'm not following any of this, Marlock, the general's brother, appointed as military governor of the town. You can buy a townhouse in Yellowport for 200 shards.
We have 16, so that's off the cards for now.
Why would you want to live here? Owning a house gives you a place to rest and to store equipment. If you buy one, tick the box by the townhouse option and cross off 200 shards.
200 shards.
Never gonna have that. To leave Yellowport by sea, buy or sell ships and cargo, go to the Harbour Master. If you have the code word artifact and the Book of the Seven Sages, you can turn to 40. Otherwise, choose from the following options, and this is a lot of
options right now.
So we can seek an audience with the Provost Marshal, visit the market, visit the Harbour Master, which we don't need to, go to the Merchants Guild, explore the city by day, explore the city by night, visit the Gold Dust Tavern, visit the Temple of Maker, visit the Temple of Elnir, visit the Temple of Alvir and Valmir, visit the Temple of Turani.
Good job pronouncing all these, by the way.
Travel northeast towards Venefax, head northwest to Trefoil, follow the stinking river north, or strike out northwest across country. That was a long paragraph.
Wow, okay, right. Should we explore the city?
By day?
Yeah, by day.
I was just going to suggest
Because I feel like we're going to get killed by an assassin if we do at night, and I don't know anything about any of the other people or the places yet.
Whoa,
so
is that actually a massive dragon over the sea?
Looks like it. So that's going to be down if we follow the stinking river north, probably. So let's wait till we're more equipped for this. So we're going to explore the city by day. Can you remember all of those people's names?
No. That's a lot to take in.
It is. You can explore the Poor Quarter, the harbour area, or the area around the palace.
Go to the Poor Quarter?
Yeah, let's go to the Poor Quarter because...
let's make some friends.
Yeah, we can drink our steins with them.
Yeah.
Which was it?
I feel like the big guards outside the palace.
Yeah, they'll probably try and kill us for no reason at all. Get what page it is.
93.
There you go.
No, it's yoga!
Okay.
Don't do that to me.
If you have the code word Azor, turn to 359 immediately. If not, read on. A mad beggar covered in sores and grime accosts you in the street. O noble one, aid me for the love of the gods, he rants, frothing at the mouth and gesticulating wildly. I need coins to eat food and to spend on blessings to wear. Ignore him and return to the city centre. Give him 5 shards or bless him.
How do you bless him?
Blessings to wear.
Do we just... Can we bless him? Do we try and bless him? I feel
Let's try
like
and
5
bless him
shards
as
is a
long as
lot
we
to
don't.
give him.
Yeah, as long as we don't give him our jerkin. So yeah, let's try and bless him. See what happens. 632. I think he's far gone though because he's covered in grime and sword and he's gesticulating, whatever that means. Is that like thrusting?
I think it's like gyrating.
Yeah.
I'm imagining all kinds of things right now.
And I bet he's wearing a loincloth though, isn't he?
He's wearing. Oh, he's gonna kill us. Oh shit.
Okay, so here's going to be our first challenge, right?
Oh
what is
no,
it?
okay. So we've got to make a sanctity roll at difficulty 12. So our sanctity is 3.
So basically, when we have an ability challenge, so this is a difficulty of 12 and our sanctity is 3. So we have to roll 2 dice and get greater than 12 to be successful.
Yep.
If we get less than 12, basically we'll find out the consequences. So
we're probably gonna die.
So let's open up the magic dice box. We've been waiting for this. Wow. We didn't even find any gold yet. So what do we actually need to roll?
So we need to roll a 13.
A 10.
So yeah, we need to roll 10. Oh, that's a big ask.
Okay, so normally what we do when we do these series is we roll 1 each and see how it goes. So hopefully this dice box gives us some luck. So
please. 1 in it. Oh, I've got to get 6 then.
Yes. Yes!
Oh my god! How
so
lucky
was that
was
successful? Is that more?
Yes.
Nice.
Wait.
3.
13. Yes, we did
Yes.
it.
Okay, that was a successful.
And you couldn't imagine if we didn't have the dice.
Yes.
You would just
so
think that was fixed.
the dice cam, not in a fruit bowl this time.
We've upgraded.
So we've successfully rolled a sanctity challenge roll. So where are we going?
392.
That was good. That's good.
Yeah.
We know how fast our luck changes in this game, though. So
maybe he doesn't want blessing.
Wonder what happens to him. Maybe we cure him and he becomes really sexy. But you pass your hands over the mad beggar.
All over.
Oh no. Mumbling a prayer to the gods. The beggar cries out, "A cloud has been lifted from my mind. The curse is dispelled. I remember all." He tells you his name. He tells you is Arcady, the Azure prince of the horde of the thundering skies, nomads of the steppes. That's a big title. I was cursed with madness by Shazir of the Ruby Citadel, but now you have cured me. He says, let me write in.
I'm going to write Shazir. So Shazir is bad.
He says, I am forever in your debt. He leaves with a parting cry. Seek me on the steps and I shall reward you. Gain the code word Azor.
Yeah.
So
he's going to give us...
We wrote the steps down as well.
What is he? Nomads of the steppes.
Yes. So if we meet him at the steps, which I imagine is probably outside the palace, because the palace is probably the Ruby
so
Palace.
they're friends.
Yes. So we've got Azure now, so let me head over to there. If you want to turn to page 10.
I only go downhill from here. Gee, we need to get a casting sound.
Casting sound, what for?
When we
Spells.
do things.
Okay, so we got Azor now. So that's 3. We've already been asked for Azor as well. I'm not sure who asked us. Do you remember who said it?
What, the dude?
Someone asked us for the
yeah,
code
we're
word
at it now.
Oh, we're back
just
there.
checking.
Okay.
I know we're not live.
We just head back into the city, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh, so we're just Aw. Yeah, we're back
we can
with
still
that
go.
long
We can
thing.
still go check out the other places in the.
In the poor bit.
Yeah, should we check out the town bit, the rich bit, or whatever it was?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so let's go back there then.
City
First.
by day 302. Okay, so we gained a code word basically for that. The harbour area or the area around the palace?
Area around the palace.
Yeah.
Have we been to the harbour here?
No.
Yeah, let's go to the palace because the guy might be there.
He did say he was like the prince.
Was he not the guy on the beach?
No, he had a loincloth. This one didn't.
I'm wondering who gave us the code word. Who asked us for the code word Azor then? What page is it?
277. Not sure.
Okay, so we're going to check out the area around the palace. A patrol of militiamen, mercenaries in the pay of the dictator General Grieve Marlock stop you in the street. If you have the code word assassin, turn to 221 immediately. If not, you are a protector of Sokra. If you are not, but you are a protector of Sokra, they greet you politely and salute. You return to the city without incident, turn to page 10. Otherwise, they decide you will be arrested unless you pay 15 shards as taxes. If you refuse or don't have 15 shards, turn to 538. If you hand over the money, cross it off to the militiamen, leave you alone. Should we not give them the money and try and fight them or something?
Oh, we're gonna die.
No, I don't want to give them all of our gold just yet.
We'll have one left.
But what if we find something?
It's a group of...
They might just arrest us and we might find out something cool in jail.
Should we get arrested?
Yes.
You sound so happy about that. Yes.
Yes.
Where are we going then?
538.
If you don't... Okay, 538. Oh, I can't believe we got into this.
I want to fight. Oh, we're still on this page. Okay.
Refusing to pay your taxes, eh? Says the leader. That's a crime for sure. They close in around you. You'll have to think fast. Make a charisma roll at difficulty 11. We've got good charisma.
Okay.
So, right. So we've got a roll. What's our charisma? 5.
So we need to roll a 6.
So we need to roll...
7.
Yeah, 7
Okay,
basically.
so we need to roll a 7 here to get out of whatever bad's going to happen to us.
Just
So
fail here.
6.
Oh, nice.
3. Successful. Perfect.
Successful charisma roll 10 to 18. We're on a lucky streak.
Yep. You spin them a tale about how your poor brother, a mercenary in Grieve Marlock's personal guard, lost his legs in the fight to overthrow the old king, and that you spent all your money on looking after him. Several of the militia are brought to tears by your eloquent speech. I'm just picturing this dandelion guy with his hat on, telling a story.
His loot.
They end up having a whip around among themselves for your brother. They give you 15 shards. Chuckling to yourself, you return to the city centre. Turn to page 10. So if you want to turn to page 10, I will give us 10 more shards. Was
15?
it 15 more shards?
Don't short changes now.
No.
Okay, so
Don't
we're back.
start reading on the next page just in case it...
Yeah.
Okay.
We're back anyway with the
So-
choices. Should we go to the Goldust Tavern?
Yeah, why not?
Or do you want to rule out the last place to search? Which was the...
Yeah, let's go to
Was it
the
harbour
harbour
area?
area then and just see what's down there. We've got 31 shards now as well, so
He's balling.
we've got over our 10% mortgage deposit for a house in Yellowport, so we're all good.
Let's just settle down here. The
In
harbour
Dragon
area.
Sound.
587.
You reading this one or me?
I can't remember.
You read it. Quite short.
While taking a stroll through the busy harbour area, you overhear a conversation between two merchants and learn the most profitable trading routes between Saqqara and Golnir. Record the code word Almanac.
Keep reading and I'll go back.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if we go back to our inventory now, we got a new code word which is Almanac.
Yeah.
What's the next page if you want to turn to
It's
that?
back to choosing again.
Okay.
Page.
That doesn't seem right, but...
It's right, it's right. Oh, should we go to the tavern?
Yeah, go on then. Let's go to the tavern, see what's up.
506.
Did we not go? Did we go to the harbour just then?
Yeah.
Okay.
We overheard the merchants.
Okay, 506. And we got the code word from them, just overhearing them.
Yeah.
The Gold Dust Tavern is a plush inn beside the city gates. The tavern costs you 1 shard a day. Each day you spend there, you can recover 1 stamina point if injured, up to the limit of your normal unwounded stamina score. If you want to spend another further 3 shards buying drinks all around at the bar and listen for rumours, turn to 331. Otherwise, turn to page 10. 3 shards?
Yeah,
Wicked
wait, but is it a further 3? Do we have to spend 4?
So it'll be 4.
That's not.
That seems worth it for. We
Yeah.
might get some vital intel. So
Well, because at the moment we don't really know where to go.
okay then, let's do that. So I'll drop 4 down. So maybe you wait till we're done, and then. Okay, so that is down to 27 shards now because we have paid for the inn and a round of drinks for everyone.
Everyone.
That's what it said, eh? Okay.
If there is a tick in the box, turn to 627 immediately. If not, okay. So we've got to tick the box in
331.
3-1 is now ticked. You fall into conversation with Hylites, a kindly old scholar priest of Mulhern, the god of knowledge.
He's a god, maybe?
Many years ago, the Book of the Seven Sages was stolen from Brooks. News suggests that the Scorpion men are in possession of it. I need a young adventurer like yourself to travel to Scorpion Bite and return the book to me. In return, I can show you how to improve the skill of your choice. Ooh, if you take up the quest, gain the codework artifact. We take it up?
Yeah, I think it's about time we
let's
took
take
a
it
quest
all.
here.
Let's take them all.
We're going on an adventure.
So
We
we
want
need
to kill
add
some scorpion men.
artifact into the code words. And then back to page 10. Where we go was video tool. Scorpion bite. I'll write that down. What was that? Seven Sages, page
I
1.
just came across that twice now. So where are we heading?
No, we've got to decide.
But so we just got artifact, have we?
Yeah.
And we've already come across artifact somewhere. Should we go to the city at night?
Maybe.
442, okay. City at night.
Yeah. Because following the river will probably go out of
Yeah.
town.
We have already read artifact before though, the code word, so I don't know where that was.
Oh, you already got it?
We've already read it, like if someone's asked us if we've had it. I don't know
Ah.
where it is now though.
Oh, come on.
You set out to explore the city of Yellowport at night. Unwholesome though it is, with reeking air and dusty ochre streets. Head for the rough part of town, go to the wealthy area, explore the merchant storehouses. Go to the rough area of town. I mean, we shouldn't really.
I want to, but
Yes.
the fact it says rough and not.
We need a fight though, don't we? We need to go out.
I don't want to fight.
I want that to show off the battle page.
I hope we're fighting rats.
Yeah, okay. There you go. That sounds positive.
Ah!
21.
You're gonna get us killed. While making your way through the back streets of the poor quarter, you are set upon by a knife-wielding thug who is intent on relieving you of your purse.
My purse, no.
If you don't want to fight him, you can try a charisma roll at difficulty of 8 to try to talk your way out of this unpleasant situation. We should do that. If you succeed, the thug leaves, confused by your rhetoric. Otherwise, you must fight him. And he's got combat of 4, defense of 7, and stamina of 6. If you defeat him, you find 15 shards on his body. If you are defeated, you are stunned into unconsciousness. You come around with 1 stamina point, and he has robbed you of 50 shards.
Or all
of your money. What's our combat? 3. Okay, so he's better than us.
So what do we actually need to roll to beat him though? Is it just defense? We need to roll higher than his defense. We take off his stamina. Is that how it works?
Yeah, but he's the same as well. So any higher than our defense he rolled.
Yeah.
So he's going to take a lot.
So how much would we need to kill him in 1 hit?
1 hit? We couldn't do it in 1 hit.
Okay.
That's such a good idea fighting now,
it's
is
not
it?
in this one. It's not as enticing. So should we do the challenge?
Yeah.
What do we need to roll? Charisma of 8, so we only need to roll 3.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So we're gonna roll for...
Oh my god, watch us roll 2. Lose everything.
Okay, so we need to roll, what was it? 3. Is that just to be even?
Yeah, because he's got... It's a difficulty of 8, and we've already got 5, so
okay,
we
so we need to roll a 4. We need to roll a 4,
yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yes.
6. Okay, so we bested him. Did we get anything for that?
No.
We just head back to 10 then,
Yeah.
okay? We go back to...
So it was like the first enemy and it already was better than us.
That's why I feel the combat in this one is so hard, because you can be killed like so easily. Should we explore the city night again? We might as well do all the options.
Yeah.
Okay, so 442 again. Wealthy area or merchant? Should we go to the merchant storehouses?
Yeah.
Okay. If you have the title Unspeakable Cultist, turn to 404. If not, read on. You hear a muffled cry of distress from a dark alley.
Oh god.
Investigate or walk on. Walk on takes us back to the thingy, so maybe we should investigate.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so 361.
The fact that it's something to do with cultists, so...
That's if... Oh, maybe it's a cult of people we're about to walk on.
Yeah.
A sacrifice.
It will be. Where is it? If there is a tick in the box, turn to 55 immediately. If not, put a tick in the box. So 361. You find a huddled, moaning figure on the ground. As you approach, a net is thrown over you from behind.
A trap!
You glimpse a face painted with white bone dust and big red circles around the eyes just before a terrific blow on the back of your head slams you into unconsciousness. Turn to 508.
So what have you got on his face? Painted with white bone dust. Okay. Doesn't sound good. But...
And big red circles around his eyes.
Well, we're in the storage warehouse though. You come around inside the disused warehouse, enmeshed in the net. You have been stripped of all your possessions. They are in a tidy pile nearby. Several men surround you. They are dressed in furs and robes. We're getting murdered by furries. And are adorned with hundreds of multicoloured feathers.
Yeah.
Each man wears a necklace of animal skulls and has teeth sharpened to needle-like points. Hello, the leader says reasonably. We are the unspeakable ones. It is our way to eat people in sacrifice to our god.
Oh.
He points to a squat wooden idol of a grossly fat half-man, half-ape with ivory needles for teeth. You notice the name Badogor the Unspoken inscribed on a plaque on the base of the idol. Badogor the Unspoken, who's he, you ask? Do not speak his name, shouts the cannibal, or you will be forever cursed. You notice a large cauldron of boiling water into which another cultist is tossing herbs and garlic. He stares at you and licks his lips. Turn to 320.
At least they're cooking us first.
We've just watched The Hobbit and we can get our way out of this situation.
Yes.
We should tell them they've got parasites.
As big as my arm.
Parasites as big as my arm.
That's right.
320.
You learn from their conversation that they are from the jungles of distant Ancon Kono. the Feathered Lands, and that they have come here to find new sacrifices for their god and new members for their cult.
Should we join the cult?
The chief pronounces that the cauldron is ready, and they remove the net that holds you. Oh, okay, we can either fight, shout
7 of them.
Badagor repeatedly.
And get cursed.
What if we don't get cursed? What if that's just their cult belief?
True.
Or join their cult. Definitely 2 or 3.
Yeah, there's 7 of them, so.
What
I
if
don't
we
want to
do
get
get
cursed.
cursed,
Yeah, I don't
though?
want to get cursed.
But we've already said his name. We've already said it.
Yeah,
because
but
we
he
asked
said
the
don't
question.
do it, so don't say it again.
We join the. Oh, well, then we've got to eat. Oh, should we join the cult?
Yeah, because it'll just give us a code word and maybe we can get out of
We
it.
can just pretend to join.
Maybe it's like Dark Souls and we can just join every covenant.
Yeah,
after it.
61.
So we're joining the cannibal cult with
Yeah.
feathers. We have to sharpen our teeth down.
Oh no.
At least we might get our stuff back though. I can become a rainbow wearing cannibal to get my jerkin back. Wait, you cry, I have seen the light, I wish to join your cult. What, yells the chief, and his shoulders sag in resignation. We cannot refuse a new member, says the leader with obvious disappointment, and we cannot eat our own people, he adds sadly. A short ceremony later, fortunately the initiation does not involve any cannibalistic rites. You are a full member of the cult of Badagor.
Yes.
Write unspeakable cultist in the titles and honour box on your adventure sheet. You lose 1 point of sanctity for joining such a vile cult.
Can I go this?
Yes, you can. Okay, so where are we?
What's the dude's name that we worship?
Badagor or something.
Badagor. Don't say his name now.
Oh, you've ruined it. Right, so we now have the title of Unspeakable.
Cool. I love how long this
See
is
that?
taking to.
One-handed or holding the book.
Oh no! And we lose a point of sanctity?
Yeah.
Wait. Can we not like renounce that then?
Maybe some other time, yeah.
Let's try and avoid any sanctity option.
Sanctity's still not that bad, is it? Or is it on 2?
I think it'd be on 2 now.
Ooh.
Or less, it might be on 1 now.
Oh well, right. So where are we?
So we've lost a point of sanctity.
Sanctity is not on 2.
Okay, that's better than I thought. I thought we were on 2. I'll write down our starting thing.
You take your leave and they wish you well, all smiles and friendship. Remember, never say his name, and don't forget to bring us new recruits, says the leader. And some people for dinner, adds the chief. Hastily, you head to the city centre, turn to page 10. So the only place we haven't been yet is... Oh, where was the other option?
That was the market? or
Oh,
something?
we didn't actually go in, did we? Well, we've got the code now as well.
What was the code? Oh yeah, unspeakable cultist.
Wait, what was our
Well, we'll just avoid
code word? Was it code
There
word?
wasn't a code word.
It was.
It wasn't.
Oh.
It's just we got the title. Unspeakable cultist. Oh, was the code word Badagor?
No. Go to the wealthy area, explore the merchant storehouses. That is the merchant storehouses.
Yeah.
So let's go to the wealthy area at 170.
pale woman in black leather brushes past you in the street, casting you an enigmatic look.
Which?
Ooh, make a thievery roll at difficulty of 10. We don't even get a choice. Or is she trying to... Oh, she's trying to rob us.
Oh no. Okay, so we need to roll what?
Thievery at
10.
11 at least to win. So we've got 4 already. We need 7.
7?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Come on, you can do
My
it.
dice. 6.
Yes!
6.
Oh!
Double 6s. We're getting lucky here, so...
Successful thievery roll turned to 635.
If the box is empty, put a tick in it now, so 635. 5?
Yeah.
Turn to 80. If it's already ticked, turn to 470, so... Turn to 80. You grab the woman's wrist a split second before she can cut the strings on your money pouch. You drag her around to face you, but she meets your outraged scowl with a swashbuckling grin. You've got good reflexes, she says. Most of the street scum around here are too drunk-sodden or dim-witted to notice the loss of a few shards. Want to earn some real money? Accept her offer or refuse and leave.
Yeah,
Shall we become a thief?
let's go on an
Let's become a thief.
adventure.
So 425. We're going to become an assassin.
A thief.
Yes. The Thieves Guild.
What's that thievery on for?
Oh, we can get our skill up. I guess in every like bad decision we do, we'll make our sanctity go down.
Yeah.
It's like moral. That's like our moral ability.
The woman tells you her name is Loria. She leads you stealthily through winding cobblestone streets to a townhouse standing at the back of a small tree-lined square. A yellowish fog is descending, coming of night.
Oh no, the dragon.
Loria waits until it is thick enough to shroud your activities from any stray passers-by. Then jimmies a downstairs window. Jimmy?
It's
Jimmy's
like
a downstairs
on
window?
like lockpicking it.
Within seconds, the two of you are inside. You've got the easy job, she says. Stay down here and keep watch. The stuff we're after is upstairs. She bounds silently up to the next floor. Do we stay on watch or search the... I think we should...
Yeah, let's stay on watch so we don't get caught by a giant or an ogre or something.
We could either stay on watch or search the ground floor.
I would prefer her to get good shit from upstairs and give us some of the shares than us get caught.
It's first day on a new job,
Yes.
so we've got
to be good. We've got to follow orders, so 5, 3, 4. A long time passes. After a while, you risk calling up to Loria in a whisper. Your voice sounds thick, rasping, choked with growing fear. Loria does not reply. Each second you remain in the house increases the risk of discovery. Wait a little longer. Go upstairs to find Loria. Leave at once. Should we wait?
She's in trouble though. It's either we listen to her, and this might be a test from her.
If we go upstairs, someone could come in and we'll get caught.
Yeah.
If we leave, we won't get anything because you go back to page 10. If we wait a little longer, she might just come down with all the goods. Let's just wait.
Yeah, it's just a little bit longer.
We might get caught either way, really. So 119.
Oh no! What if she's getting attacked?
You won't because we would have heard it because he's whispering.
We shouldn't be scared anyway. We're cannibals.
Yeah, in our feathered robes, very conspicuous when climbing through windows.
Let's go. Gain the code word Ashen. Was it 119?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Code word Ashen.
Okay, give me a second.
I keep forgetting.
Okay.
You hear shouts from outside, muffled by the swirling sulphurous fog. A stab of icy panic pulses at your heart, and an instant later, the door bursts open. Three militiamen armed
Oh,
with maces burst through the doorway. Behind them, a tall, cadaverous gentleman wrapped in a cape is stamping in fury. A thief in my house, he rages. Do your duty. Oh no! You realise the truth. Loria has used you as a decoy to cover her escape. You'll get even later if you survive. The militiamen race forward to seize you. Make a combat roll at a difficulty of 12. Successful, right, okay, so...
We need to roll on a 10.
Yeah.
Is that the only option we have?
Yeah.
Shit.
This is where we die.
Yeah. We might just end up in jail.
Come on, we got so lucky so far.
Okay then. We need to roll a 10.
Oh!
No!
Fail combat roll 10 to 96. Good!
One of the militiamen kicks over a table blocking your escape. You set your back to a corner of the room and grimly prepare to fight for your life. Fight them one at a time. First militiaman, second militiaman. Okay, so this is going to be our first fight of the game. So, you want to take us to the battle screen?
Yeah. Okay, it's men.
Barbarian, maybe?
Or assassin.
No, they're militia.
This dude.
Okay, so here we go.
This is not going to end well.
So let's just should do in order.
Yeah, first militiaman.
Okay, you take this and I'll sort this out.
So his combat is 4. His defense is 7. And his stamina is 5.
Oh, I've just changed that. What was that? 5?
Defense was 7.
Hours.
Oh, hours.
Before you wrote it down. 5.
His abilities.
It's 5, wasn't it? I think it's 5. Yep. Enemy defense was 7?
Stamina 5. Oh my god, we're getting.
Okay, this is going to be our first battle, so...
So,
How this works is then we have to roll 2 dice,
it was first. Attack first.
and this has to be higher than their defense, right?
Yeah, so it's the 2 dice plus the combat.
Yeah, has to be higher than their defense.
Yeah, has to be higher than their defense.
And whatever over their defense is, we take off their stamina.
Yes.
Okay, so
Let's go for it.
let's roll the dice.
So our combat is 3 plus
Wait, what's that?
8. 13.
Okay, 13. So how much stamina do we take off them?
6. So he's dead.
Who's dead?
Yeah. I forgot to press.
Did the wrong time.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so we have done our first victory there then. So that's 1 down. So moving on to the second one. So what is the combat?
4.
Yep.
Defense 7.
Yep.
Stamina 4. This one's even
weaker.
easier.
Okay, good.
Come on, right. We still roll first, don't we?
Yes. You didn't get a chance because we killed him in one go. So,
Combat
what do we need to roll?
3.
Same again?
9. Come on. 14. Yes, we kill him. He's dead.
He's dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
There we go. He's dead. So, on to militiaman number 3. Any changes?
4, 7, 5.
So he's got a stamina of 5.
Yeah. Oh, come on, let's get lucky.
So we need to roll that again. So here we go.
We get 3, 5, tactics.
No!
Oh no,
So what do
okay, we
lose?
haven't taken anything then. But
Okay,
he's
so
going to attack.
Yeah. So this is the attack for the third militiaman.
Yeah. So he's got to roll over 5, which he's pretty much already, well, he will have already done. Shit. 10 plus
So
4, hang on, 14. 14. But what's 14? Take 5. 9.
I mean we're dead.
No! I think it does. Yeah. We're dead.
We're dead. So what do we do
Fuck.
now?
So we're dead.
Where do we... We need a solid plan for this.
Oh, if you win, turn to 4 through 2. If you surrender, turn to 2, 1, 8.
Right,
So
we
basically
surrendered.
we've died. No, we've died, but we've started surrendering. Same thing.
Okay.
So they've beaten us, so we surrendered. Turn to 2, 1, 8. Knew we should have gone to the rich place.
218. The militia take you alive, lose all your money and possessions, cross them off your adventure sheet. You are thrown into the dungeons of Yellowport. So, okay, go on.
Oh, 10 to 4, 5, 4.
So, does that mean we lose our jerkin as well?
Yep. No sword, no map, no jerkin.
Lose all that stuff.
I feel like it's not a good start.
Where's all the inventory stuff?
Unlike stats.
Items, there we go.
Oh no!
Do we not have a sword then?
No, maybe just hide it to now. We might get them back.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna hide these just in case, but...
Surely they can't just take our sword away and...
Yeah, so we've lost all of our shards,
Yep.
back down to 0, but we can earn more if we're going to be a
So we
thief.
did. So let me make a note in case we find it.
Okay, so what happens now?
Oh, 5. Thrown in a dungeon. Okay, we've got another tick in the box.
In which box? A different one. Okay.
Is this my go? Your go.
Yours.
You are thrown into a stinking prison cell. Your cellmate, a half-dead old
sec.
man.
Continue.
A half-dead old man with long white hair tells you his tale. The lair of the Gorlock, a hideous beast that has backward-pointing feet. Cryan and I, fleeing with our stolen treasure, sought refuge in its cave near Blessed Springs. Tracks led us to believe it had just left its cave, but we didn't know about its feet. In fact, it was at home. It took Cryan, but I managed to escape with my life, only to be taken by the militia. I will never live to see the treasure, but you, forewarned, may defeat the Gorlock and take the riches it guards. Gain the code word Apache.
Is that the end of it?
No.
Okay, continue.
A few days later, you learn your own fate. You are to be sold into slavery and taken to Karanbaru to work in the tin mines. This could be fun!
Yeah? Well, not the slavery part, but we
Turn
could...
to 118. So we've got code word Apache.
Okay, so if you go to 118, I will sort us out on your
Yes.
code word.
Yay, adventure!
What have you done?
Okay, we're done. We're done?
Yeah.
118. Trying to be efficient.
The overseer of the mines is fat, a cruel-looking man. He welcomes you with promise. In 1 month you'll be dead, slave. You spend the next few weeks in chains, working 15 hours a day deep underground, digging at a rock face in the tunnels of the mines in the Bronze Hills. You are fed on gruel and black bread. You realise you will not live long down here and you must escape if you are to survive. If you have the code word Ashen,
Yes,
turn to 351.
we do.
Otherwise, turn to 365. Okay, so we have Ashen, so if you want to turn to that.
Do we have to cross them off once we use them or not?
I don't think so.
No,
I think
no, we keep them.
Yeah, okay, so I need to put the defence on it now. Before, because we've lost our jerkin.
We have lost our chicken. 351.
So this is going to be our Ashen code word, so let's hopefully this gets us out of the slavery mines ASAP.
I can't remember where we got that one from.
It was recent.
One day, a new slave is brought into work beside you. Much to your astonishment, it is Loria, the thief who left you in the lurch when you burgled a wizard's house in Yellowport. Sorry about the last time, she says. Business, you know. Now's my chance to make it up to you. I don't trust her. She explains that she has discovered an escape route. This time, she promises to set up a diversion while you make for the tunnel where a cave-in has left an opening to the outside. Gloria says she will meet you there later. Do we go along with the plan or escape on our own? I feel like she's going to leave us in the lurch again. But we have the code word.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I reckon if the code word wasn't there, she won't arrive.
Yeah.
Maybe we should use her.
We can always try and trick her.
Let's do that. So what page are we going to?
662. Oh.
Maybe we just cave her in as well. 662?
Yeah.
That night, after Loria has picked the locks on your chains, you head off for the tunnel rendezvous. What's it called? How do you say that? Rendezvous, that's one. You find that there's been a cave-in, but the overseer and a troop of guards are waiting for you. Loria steps out laughing. In return for her betraying you, the overseer has transferred her work on the surface, from which she will be able to escape more easily.
Oh,
You've been stitched up again.
bitch.
The overseer has you whipped for trying to escape, and you are left with some nasty scars. Lose 1 point of charisma permanently. Gain the code word anger. You lose the code word Ashen. A few days later, you try and escape on your own.
Fuck's sake.
So I need to lose 1 charisma point.
Permanently.
Where's charisma?
Oh, I don't know where you put it.
Inabilities. So we've lost 1 charisma, which was our prize and joy here.
Yep. And we also lose the code word Ashen. And gain the code word Anger.
Okay, so I will turn Ashen into anger.
If we find her again. 565. Oh, this is simple.
565?
Yeah.
Make a thievery roll at difficulty of 10. Successful thievery roll. Okay, so this is hopefully how we can escape.
Yeah, so we need to roll at least a 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we need to roll a 7 to become lucky, and hopefully this gets us out of jail.
Oh shit.
7!
Yes!
So we did it, yes. Successful roll.
Just.
654. You slip out of your chains and hide inside an ore-laden mining cart. When it is taken out of the mine, you creep out and run off to the hills. Eventually, you reach Karanbaru. Turn to 400. We're out. We're out.
Nice. Yeah, but we've lost everything. We don't have. We won't get our sword back and stuff now.
Surely we have the sword, or does it not make a difference what combat score? It hasn't taken our combat score down, so.
I thought this book was meant to be easy. Like, book 1 was meant to be the easiest. Karanbaru is a medium-sized town that acts as a way station between the citadel to the north and the rich towns of the south. It is a garrison town. Many supplies, arms and soldiers move through Karanbaru on the north-south trail. Shops, traders, temples, and the like have sprung up here to serve the needs of the military. There is also a sizable mining community, for the mines of Sakura lie in the Bronze Hills just outside of town, and a slave market where poor unfortunates sold into slavery are brought for work in the mines. You can buy a townhouse in Karanbury for 200 shards. We don't want to do that.
That's 200 more than we have. So.
If you have the code word barnacle, turn to 418. Otherwise, that barnacle's from book 2, so you can come back here from book 1.
Nice.
Otherwise, pick from the following options. So where are we? Karanbury.
Yeah.
So we can either visit the marketplace, visit the Merchants Guild, visit the slave market, Temple of... Hey, we were here at the start.
No, we weren't. Oh. These are just the options.
Visit the Temple of... Temples...
Lacuna, but we haven't got a code word for Lacuna.
No, that was where we went at the start.
Yeah, and I'm sure we had a code word.
Did we?
No, it was animal for her.
Visit the Blue Griffin Tavern. Follow the road north to the Citadel. Go west into the Bronze Hills. Travel northeast into the country. Take the east road to Fort Merith. Head southeast into the mountains, or take the south road. There's so many options.
Why don't we go to the Temple of Tierney?
Because we don't have any money though.
Yeah, but it might just be a blessing. We don't have money to go to the marketplace, the Merchants Guild, the slave market, or the tavern. So, at least...
I'm sure we had to pay shards for our last blessing. We did. We didn't have any, so we...
What was our blessing again?
It was, it was like the hunter one, wasn't it?
We didn't buy it.
Because we...
Oh.
You had to pay.
Yeah, but you might...
Yeah.
Well, we might just talk to us and give us some information.
Okay, we'll go to the temple then.
And we might even have a code word for him, so...
Yeah, 280.
So we might as well do this, and then... It'll probably take us back here, and then we can start going to the Bronze Hills and all those places, so... If you have the code word armour, turn to 246. If not, read on. The Temple of Tierney, the god of battle, chaos and strife, is built like a small fortress in one corner of the city near the barracks. Its heavy wooden gates are flanked by iron statues of bull-headed men. Mm-hmm. Wielding clubs. The workmanship is uncannily lifelike. Inside, the god is represented by a stone idol of a jaguar-headed warrior. The beautiful suit of gold chain mail adorns the idol. Become an initiate, renounce worship, seek blessing, make resurrection arrangements, leave the temple.
Oh, how do you make resurrection arrangements?
Hopefully we don't need gold, so should we do that anyway?
Should we have a look?
Yes, 33.
Surprised that we've got this far without a resurrection.
Yeah. Surprised we didn't get murdered and by those guys. Gold, isn't it? Shards.
Resurrection costs 200 shards.
Oof.
If you're initiate, and 800 shards if not.
Oh my god.
It is the last word in insurance. So when you die, if you've got a resurrection, you get magically restored to life at the temple that you've got your resurrection done for. So we can't afford to do that.
We need a job in this harsh world.
Go back to 282. So we're probably better just to leave the temple.
Yeah, let's leave the temple.
Why do they all cost so much money?
Well, we might get a baller job soon and then we sorted.
It's like 4 houses in Yellowport.
North to the Citadel and west of the Bronze Hills, travel northeast of the country. I bet the Bronze Hills are going to be full of dwarves or something.
They might be friendly though.
Should we check out the Bronze Hills?
Mountains or Bronze Hills?
Mountain seems more dangerous.
We got Bronze Hills, that sounds like gold.
You're walking through the Bronze Hills. Virtually, the whole area has been given over to mining. Everywhere, quarries and mine shafts abound. It is a horrible expanse of torn up earth. Hardly any areas of green are left. Great heaps of excavated rock leach of their useful minerals mar the landscape. You find a quarry that is open to the public. That it is to say, if you pay 50 shards, you can dig for an hour in a silver mine. Pay 50 shards and mine for silver. Go to Karam Baru. South into the forest of Larun. West into the river Grim. North into the western wilderness.
What should we do? North.
Northwest into the western wilderness. Yep.
Oh, I don't know. Let's go to the river. River or northwest wilderness?
We roll for it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say the river Grim.
Okay, I'll roll for
So
wilderness.
highest score is the winner.
Fuck.
Okay, I rolled 3, so we're going to the river Grim. Probably going to be Grim, isn't it?
You are on the east bank of the river Grim. Roll 1 dice. Ooh. If you score a 1 or a 2, a water sprite curses you. Lose a blessing if you have one, so it's not worst case. Score a 3 or a 4, nothing happens. So 1, 2, 3 or 4, nothing happens. Score a 5 or a 6, catch a smolder fish while fishing. Okay, roll.
That's it,
Do you
okay.
wanna roll?
5 or 6?
Yeah, please.
6!
Yeah!
Yeah, we got a smolder fish!
So we need
Is
to
it
add a
bold?
smolder fish.
Is it bold?
Yeah, so we've got no map, no jerkin.
But we got a smolder
Good
fish.
as a smolder fish.
I'm just going to put this in item slot 4 for now, just in case we figure out that we have got our sword at least or
I
something.
don't think we're getting them back.
But what's its use then if we don't have it? Like fish.
I'm guessing we just lost them.
So we've got a smolder fish, and that's everything we need in life.
Yep. So happy. Me, you, and a smolder.
Yeah, we're gonna drag it around like that fish in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah. When you're ready, you can cross to the west bank. Oh, that's Cities of Gold and Glory. Have we got that one? Oh, we have.
Are you ready to swap books and
No.
shit? No, that gets more difficult.
Head east into the forest of Larun. Follow the river north or follow the river
Let's
south.
have a quick look at this map. Yellowport. What's the river called?
Grim, wasn't it? Let me see on
And we're following it north or south, was it?
Hey, that's the Stinking River, but I can't see the Grim River.
Should we head south?
Oh.
Bronze Hills, and then we went to the river. Pass of Eagle. Let's go. Should we go north?
Yeah, well, we were going to head northwest anyway, weren't
Up
we?
to north. Do it.
Follow the river north, turn to 1, 2, 3.
$10. This is the east bank of the River Grim, near its source of the Spine of Harkon, far to the north. You reach a ford where you can travel to the west bank for 1 shard. You could try swimming across instead, but the current is strong. You need to succeed. You need to succeed at a scouting roll at a difficulty of 10. Oh god, to do so. Swim or pay to cross. Failed attempt to swim. Oh, these are both on the second book. North to the mountains or follow the riverbank south. So should we go north to the mountains?
Yeah.
Okay. Page 3.
Yeah, because they would be in the new.
Yeah, because that one's like in a different location.
You come to the foothills of the Spine of Harkoon in the northwest of Saqqara. The view is impressive, a massive wall of forested mountains whose rocky, white-flanked peaks soar skywards into the clouds. These parts of the mountains are unclimbable, but you notice a large cave at the bottom of a mountain. You want to investigate the cave? Go east to the citadel of Velis Corin, or south into the wilderness. Let's look at the cave, we've got nothing to lose.
Let's go in the cave, set for our life. Let's hope we find 800 shards in there.
Even if we die now, like, it's gonna help us in the next place.
Yeah. $6.5 is it?
Yeah.
You enter the cave. It is large and dark. Unfortunately, it's the lair of a pack of wolves. A very big pack of wolves. If you have a wolf pelt, turn to 516. If not, turn to 280.
We have a smolder fish.
Oh, we could. Yeah, maybe that'll work.
Do you have a smolder fish?
There are too many wolves to contend with. You withdraw before they get angry. Turn to page 3.
Oh, nice.
So back to 3.
See, I don't think you die as easily in this one.
Good, because the combat is like so easy to die. You could. Well, we killed most of those enemies in one hit, didn't we? Okay, so back to the. Oh no.
Ooh.
South into the wilderness or go east to the citadel of Verilus. That's another city, isn't it?
Should we go to the citadel of Phyllis?
Yeah.
What is a
it's
citadel?
like a city, basically.
Well, we might as well work our way around and then go south.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Do you reckon we should leave it soon?
Yeah. You arrive at the Pass of Eagles, which is the very north of the map on there. A thin chasm sliced right through the spine of Harkon, as if Turnai himself had split the mountains with his sword. A vast citadel has been built right across the southern end of the pass, bottling it up, so that none can travel into Soccer without passing through the castle. Its white walls, flag-top towers shine brightly in the sunlight. Enter the citadel. Turn to page 400 in the book, The Plains of Howling Darkness, which we don't have.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we do? Is that book 3?
Yeah.
Or go to the Western Foothills.
And that's book 4. We go to the Western Foothills.
You want to?
Well, I'm scared to start a new book.
I know, I feel like if we go to the next book, we need to have a look around and then get ourselves back to the first book, that first possible opportunity.
But then what if we never get back?
If that's the 4th book, maybe we can get a big dollar in it.
Yeah, but we've got a fish. Oh yeah.
That's what they writ the 4th book for. We need to take the fish into the mountains in the book they wrote 5 years later, and we're going to be victorious.
Like an epic Hobbit journey, but it's not the ring, it's a fish.
Yeah. It's going to be the first page, and it's like, you've entered the lands of the howling darkness. Do you have a smolder fish? Yes, no.
Surely the smolder fish is for this book. Why would
For
you
a bear
take
or
a
something.
fish into book 4?
That's the end of the city as well, so I think maybe we should not do that.
So you don't want to go to the next one?
No, because it's in the city and we don't have anything in the city.
I don't feel like this playthrough is going to last very long. I feel like we're going to die.
So we might as well do as much
as we can
in this one.
Yeah, so we know the best way to go through it.
Okay, so...
I do want that smolder fish.
I know. We've still got it, so let's use it while we can. So 276.
So excited to use this.
What are we going to use it? I bet we feed a bear with it or something.
You are wandering across the wilderness of northwestern Saqqara. There is a magnificent castle nearby with many different pennants flying from its towers. Do you want to visit the castle? Head west to the River Grim. Travel north to the mountains. Head northeast. Head east into Bronze Hills, or go south into the Forest of Lurin.
We should go into the forest.
I think we either visit the castle
visit the castle here.
or go south into the forest.
Visit the castle.
Yeah, while we're here?
Yes.
611.
I wonder if you can carry that fish all the way till the last book.
If we die, can we call our next character Smolderfish?
Yes. Happening. 611, did you say?
I don't know. Looking up.
I don't know. I think it was 611.
Go with it.
Yes, okay. If you have the code word anvil, which we don't, turn to 130. If not, read on. As you draw nearer, you see that the pennants all represent different coloured dragons. The red dragon, black dragon, green dragon, and so on. Outside the gate, a jousting list has been set up, and few warriors are trying their hand against some knights who have the dragon symbol on their shields. A knight in full plate armour rides up and says, "Welcome to the castle of Dragon Knights. It is our custom to joust against all who would come here, for a wager, of course." We can't even wager
You
in
can
this.
wager a fish.
Maybe. He explains that you must bet a weapon and the suit of armour you will use to joust. If you lose, you forfeit the weapon and armour. If you win, you get the armour and weapon of the knight you defeat. Most of your potential opponents, would be using with sword and plate armour.
Does it matter that
If
we
you
don't
have the
any?
code word axe, turn to 521. Otherwise, you can leave or take the wager and joust. Turn to 207. You must have a weapon and at least have it half it. So we can't
So we
even do
can't.
that. So 276.
Where'd you get leather armour from?
To the marketplace with all the shards we
How have we got this far and all we have is a fish?
Are we naked walking around with a
We're
fish?
naked with a fish.
God. Okay, 276.
You know what we've turned into? One of those dirty men with the loincloths.
Yeah, basically, but they don't have smouldering fishes, so
No, they don't.
we're at least 1 point above those.
You are wandering across the wilderness of northwestern Saqqara. There is a magnificent castle nearby. Okay, we've done this. So should we go? So we've been to the River Grim, north to the mountains, northeast, or south into the forest?
I think we head into the forest because it's been pointing us in the forest since the beginning of the book.
47.
We will wrap this up soon, but find a good
Yeah.
point.
I feel like we're gonna die soon though.
That's true. Keep pushing until we die. The forest of Larun is mighty suave and densely packed. Is a mighty suave and densely packed.
You said my suave.
Yeah. Densely packed trees and a slice of primordial nature in the middle of a busy, industrious Sokra. Venture deeper into the forest, go to the Bronze Hills, the River Grim, south into the countryside, Eastland Road. Should we go into the forest?
Yes, we put it off for an hour.
Yeah. 596.
You thread your way through the ranks of trees. In places, the forest canopy almost blocks out the sunlight completely, and you are wandering in deep shadow, haunted by the cries of the creatures of the forest. If you have an oak staff, turn to 653. If not, read on. You hack your way through. Chloe giggles. Just imagine it's like holding a fish.
Slapping away the sticks.
You hack your way through the undergrowth until you stumble across an old ruin. Creepers and forest moss have grown over most of it, but you can see mask-like faces set into the walls, glaring down at you, as if in angry outrage at your intrusion. You come to a massive stone slab, clearly a door. Set into the middle of it is a round granite face, the visage of a sleeping demon. Suddenly, an eye pops open and regards you curiously. By the tentacles of Tantalon, exclaims the face in a gravelly voice. A human, I haven't seen one of you for 100 years.
Should we sell our soul to this demon to survive?
Yes.
Not the fish thing.
An expression of suspicion forms on its rocky features. What do you want anyway? Just passing through, you comment airily. Well, you can't pass through me unless you know the password, and that was given to me by Australis the Wizard King. Let me see. Now, 1,000 years ago, by Eberron. This is his tomb, you know. If you have the code word crag, turn to 160, otherwise read on. How do I find the password then, you ask? Well, says the demon door, Australis was a wizard, so why don't you ask some wizards? Where will I find some wizards, you ask? How would I know, replies the door. I've been stuck here for 1,000 years.
There's an image of this demon door as well. Do you guys want to see it?
That's not how I pictured him. It's kind of a bit... Right, so you decide it's time to leave. We can either go north to the Bronze Hills, west to the River Grim, south to the country, east to the road.
East to the country.
That wasn't an option.
South to the country.
South to the country. 560. Fuck, so we knew we got over... Oh, what's in there though?
Well, we're not going to find out until we go to book 3.
You must have to pop through books all the time.
Yeah. You are crossing the western wilderness, an expanse of wild, sparsely populated countryside. A few trappers and woodsmen make a living from the natural resources in the area. Oh, should we just cut all the trees down and sell the logs?
Yes.
A tall spire of rock, a towering anomaly of geology, rises up into the clouds, dominating the horizon. A local hunter tells you that it is known as Devil's Peak and that the summit is infested with demons. Climb the peak. Head west into the river, head north, go south to the Cursed Moor, travel east on the road. It's either we climb the peak or we go to the Cursed Moor.
I kind of want us to die. Should we climb the peak with our fish, with our smolder fish?
Yeah, down our loin. We're holding the fish down there. 658.
Imagine us get to it's like you arrive at the top of the peak. Do you have a smolder fish?
The demon will eat it now. 658.
You are standing at the bottom of the Devil's Peak. It is a massive tower of black rock, like a stone tree trunk, bare and branchless, climbing up into the sky. You cannot see the top, for it is shrouded in grey clouds. Thunder and lightning play about the clouded summit. The sides of the peak are almost sheer, but there are many hand and footholds. It can be climbed, but only if you have climbing gear. If you have, and you want to make it, otherwise 10 to 5-6. We can't climb it, even with our smolder fish.
Where's the scorpion, mate? 560 where we just were.
I think so.
Yes, so should we go to Cursed Moor?
Yeah, go on then. But what was that east of the road again?
Yeah.
Road?
Probably bandits or something.
Then we might die. Fine.
Cursed Moor sounds like a pretty bad place to be. If there's a tick in the box, turn to 673, so put 175 with a tick box.
Yeah.
If not, put a tick in the box now. Read on. You are trekking across an aptly named Cursed Moor. A great rolling expanse of blasted heath stretches before you. Grey clouds hang over a mournful, dirty water-coloured plain studded with rocky outcrops and low hills. A raven flutters to the ground nearby, eyeing you curiously. His brothers caw loudly into the echoing sky. Dusk falls, and in the dim twilight, a herd of horses comes streaking out of the night straight at you. As you hear, it seems that their hooves are not touching the ground, and from their manes there are wispy clouds of sparks like tiny stars.
Do you have a smolder?
Give the floating horses your smouldering fish.
That's not an option.
So our options are get out of the way, mount one of them.
Mount one!
Let's mount one of them. Yes. 66, so you can do the honours here. 66.
Is that actually the option?
Yeah, mount one of the floating, sparkling...
You wouldn't do that, would you? But we wouldn't try this in our next playthrough.
Yeah, exactly.
You stand your ground. The ghost horses stream past you on either side, neighing wildly at the sky. Nimbly, you leap at one and manage to wrap your arms around its neck and swing onto its back. The horse feels quite solid, but it appears to be a luminous pale green colour. You look up through a cloud of sparks emanating from the horse's mane, just in time to see a rocky wall of low hill looming up out of the evening mist. Your horse is galloping full tilt right into it. Do you hold on or leap off?
What is it going into?
A rocky wall. I would. Ooh, what if we go through it?
Not platform 9 3/4.
Should we leap off?
Should we stay on it?
You just want to kill
No, I'm curious to see what happens. I just couldn't get my head around that we climbed on it and grabbed it, and it felt extremely solid, and I couldn't get that image out of my head.
Right, so if we're on the ghost horse, but the ghost horse is solid.
But they're going somewhere.
So maybe if we do hang on. Hold on.
Yes.
17.
I'm going to say that. Like, we either die.
Maybe this is the original platform 9 3/4.
Maybe. It's probably. I think this was written in the early 90s.
Do you have a smolder fish?
The fish blocks your blow as you hit the rock. It splatters everywhere. The horse and you hit the wall. There's a bright flash and you find you have passed straight through into the hill.
No way!
It must be a fairy mound. The horse you are riding abruptly changes shape in a puff of smoke. You find yourself on the back of a little knobbly-limbed white-faced goblin. who promptly collapses under your weight. You are in a cavern lit by mouse-sized fairy folk who flit about in the air, blazing like fireflies. Other horses have also turned into goblins, elves, fairies, and all shapes and sizes. What have we here? Whispers the pale, dark-eyed elf woman, dressed in silvery cobwebs, wearing a gold crown even. An overweight mortal sitting on a poor old gobrash, your majesty, groans the goblin you are sitting on. You realise you're in great danger here. There is no telling what the fairy folk will do to you. The queen signals her people, and they close in around you ominously. Make a sanctity roll at difficulty of 9.
Shit, we've got to get at least an 8.
Yes.
You can do 8.
So we need to roll an 8, or the fairies will murder us.
Or... might not. 4, come on. Oh!
Oh no. We failed it, so 2, 6, 8.
I love how you threw that over to me, like it's your problem.
I had too much of this tank in.
I know, it's like all in my bladder. Oh. The goblin folk swarm over you. You try to put up a fight, but there are too many of them. Everything goes black. You wake up spluttering, face down on a beach. A wave has just soaked you. Going for a swim, are we? Asks an old woman who's gathering shells on the beach. You learn from her that a month has passed since your adventure in the fairy mound, and you can remember none of it.
We've been abused in that cave for a month long.
Yeah. If you were wounded, you are now back to full stamina.
Nice.
However, you realise you have lost all your money and items!
Well, we didn't have any, except for our fish.
We had a smaller fish.
1 second.
Oh, this could be good.
Wait, we have to take this off our inventory.
So, say goodbye to small.
You're a great friend.
No, you can't wow, it's bad.
It was a bad wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Instead, you have a wolf pelt that you are now wearing.
Okay, back to that page then.
Ooh, there's more good things.
Okay, so instead of the smouldering fish...
so we can go to that game.
Does the wolf pelt give us any perks?
Doesn't say.
Now have a wolf pelt.
We also have rat poison.
Ooh. Okay, go on.
And a silver nugget.
Oh, is it made of chicken?
I was gonna say an XL smolder fish, but I couldn't say it.
A silver nugget?
Silver nugget.
Wait. Oh, I thought you were changing the scene.
Okay. Done?
Wait, no. Now we're done. Wolf pelt, rat poison, silver nugget.
Nice. The old lady tells you that you are at the delta of the River Grim. Enter 579.
Was the River Grim where the cave was?
Maybe. How have we not died?
I know. Maybe it's harder to die in this.
We've taken every option to die and it's not happened.
You are travelling across flat lands. The River Grim splits into a delta here, splitting into waters of the sea. Long sandy beaches stretch out. Roll 1 die. If you roll a 1 or a 2, we're bitten by a crab and we lose 1 stamina point. If we roll a 3 or 4, nothing happens. If we roll a 5 or a 6, an ink sac washed up on the shore. We get an ink sac. When you're ready, you can... Okay, so let's roll this dice. Let's get a 5 and a 6 and get our ink sac.
Yes!
Yeah! So our options are go to Marlock City, which we haven't been to, follow the river north, or travel west to Golnir.
That's in the next book,
yes.
So...
Where was the cave? Was it following
the
the river?
I feel like it was north.
Do you want to try that then?
Should we?
Yeah. Okay, so you do that and I will give us a ink sac.
Ink sac. That's what you've always wanted. Really hope this.
Was it spelled like S-A-C-K or just... I feel like it was just S-A-C.
S-A-C.
Yeah, I felt like that. Ink sack. We got 4 random ass things. We've only got our fish.
Okay, so we've got. You're on the east bank. Oh. You're on the east bank of the River Grim, a great powerful river which rushes past towards the sea. So you can travel to Golnir from here. Right, we don't want to do them. Follow the river north, head for the Cursed Moor, was that it? Head towards Devil's Peak.
Cursed Moor was an option after we went to the cave.
Was it?
Yeah, so I think it might be River North still.
Follow the river north, 333?
No, isn't it 175? Oh no, yeah, 33.
Cursed Moor, I thought that was where the wolves were.
No, because we did something and we turned back and then we went to the... Oh. You're on the east bank of the River Grim. I know what got you excited there. You're on the east bank of the River Grim. Roll 1 die. If you get 1 or 2, a water sprite curses you. Lose a blessing. If you roll a 3 or a 4, nothing happens. If you get a 5 or a 6, you catch a smouldering fish again.
It's not a smouldering fish.
So let's hopefully get a smouldering fish again.
Oh!
No! But nothing happens, so we don't get sprite poison.
It's fine.
Follow the river north, which we did, so let's do 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's get back to this wolf.
What's going to happen to us?
Join the wolf pack.
We're already in a cannibal cult. We're going to be in a wolf
Yeah, but the
cult.
wolves don't know that. Okay, so what did we do here?
We went
wilderness,
north
mountains.
to the... Oh.
Ooh, what did we do?
I think we went north to the mountains.
Did we?
What's the page? Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Because I feel like the cave took us back to page 3, so we're going to go north to the mountains. You come to the foothills, investigate the cave, so this is where we are.
Yeah,
so
that's
665. Well, I will let you do 665 in the next one.
I wonder what you do with this one. I wonder if it's alive.
I reckon you give it to a bear or something. So you enter the cave, it's large and dark. Unfortunately, it's the lair of a pack of wolves. A very big pack of wolves. If you have the wolf pelt,
yes.
it's in the 5 or 6. We're giving them a wolf pelt, which means we've skinned a wolf.
Yeah, but they might think we're a wolf. Maybe.
What page is it?
516.
Okay.
Ooh, you pull the wolf pelt over you and drop to all fours.
Nice.
Gingerly, you crawl in. In the dark,
Sassily.
you now look and smell like a wolf. At the back of the cave, good job we didn't know.
Yeah.
The back of the cave, you find a hole in the roof. An iron ladder leads up to it. Oh no! So it's either we can climb the ladder to go into the plains of the Howling Darkness,
Yeah.
or leave the cave. I think we should leave the cave and do what we can.
Yeah, okay.
I know it's boring and repetitive, but...
And that leads us to the next book, so South to the Wilderness again. We'll just have to do something different.
Oh no, we're going to end up... actually again.
Visit the castle. What happened at the castle again? That was with the dragon people, which we couldn't afford.
Yeah.
We've not been to the northeast, have we?
No, we went to the forest, didn't we?
Okay. So we're heading to the northeast. The road between the citadel and Karam-Baru is chock-a-block with troops and carts. It looks like there is a war in the north. Head for the citadel to the 271. Head south to Karam-Baru. Head west or head east. Do we head east?
Yeah, I was going to say east. This is a line.
Yes. 60.
You're crossing the wild country of northeast Saqqara. Roll 1 die. 1 or 2, caught in an animal trap, lose 2 stamina. Score 3 or 4, nothing happens. Or 5 or 6, attacked by a wolf and you must fight.
So what do we want? 3 or 4?
Yeah. Please. manage to drop it, you gotta roll it. 5!
What happens?
Attacked by a wolf and we must fight.
Okay, let's do it.
Wolf.
1 sec.
Ooh. Werewolf. Can we use this one?
So we have to fight the wolf. Yep.
Oh wait.
There
Yeah.
we go. Okay. Stats.
So,
Combat.
combat with the wolf is 3. Defense is 5.
Stamina is.
Stamina is 7.
Okay, so we're on equal defense, but we're on equal besides the stamina then. So
Okay. Alright, come on.
so what do we need to roll?
So this is for us. So we need to get.
For combat, we needed 2. Sit at 3. We needed 3. Is that it?
Yeah, we need 3. At least. That's. Oh yes.
8. What's that?
So 8. So we take 3 off his stamina. So his stamina is down to 4.
Okay, so is it?
Wolf's turn to attack.
Okay, wolf's turn to attack us now. So
He's got 3, 8, 11. Oh shit! So we've got 3 stamina left.
so easy to die. Okay, our turn.
3, 6, 9. 13. Oh, kill him.
Nice.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
So that's Wolfie gone. And what have we got? 3 stamina left.
So I'll change that on the main page. Three.
So if you win, you get a wolf pelt. We've already got a wolf pelt.
Mhm.
When you're ready, you can go north, south, or west. You go south and head towards the forest again.
We've been west.
That's where we came.
Well then, go south. Go south.
Because we went east, didn't we? 4, 5, 8.
The road between Carroll Barrow and Fort Merritt is under another military highway for transporting troops and supplies. North into the country, south into the farmlands, northwest into Carroll Barrow, or northeast into Fort Merritt.
Should we go farmlands?
Yeah. 548.
This 5, 4, 8 sounds familiar.
I saw something in bold. This is good.
Ooh.
Hopefully.
Oh, you are crossing an area of fertile farmland where much of the food is grown to feed the army. Little farmsteads dot the landscape, and the ploughed fields have the appearance of a patchwork quilt. Roll 1 dice. Roll 1 or 2, mistaken for a murderer and forced to flee into the mountains. Score 3 or 4, nothing happens. Score 5 or 6, you find some leather armour!
Okay.
Roll it.
We're murderers.
Shit, we're mistaken for. Oh, we got to flee into the mountains.
Shit. Okay.
474.
The cold bleak mountains look as inhospitable and forbidding as their name implies. Their frozen flanks climbing high up into the icy clouds. Climb into the mountains, enter Karen Baru, go west to the road, head into the farmlands, go south to the Lake of the Sea Dragon.
Oh, should we go to the sea dragon?
Yes, why not? 135.
Oh, we could go back to the farmlands again and try a look again.
Did we? We didn't lose anything, did we?
No. It's either we go back to the farmlands, so where we were going, or we go into the south to the lake.
Let's
of
try
sea
the
dragon.
farmlands again and see if we can get through it.
548?
Although, like, we're murderers already.
Yeah, but then we just got like.
Keep that, both pages open. Okay, so I need to roll what?
Hopefully
3, 4, 5 or
6.
6. Okay,
Mistake murders. 4.
so let's just do that again
Okay.
until we get it right, I guess. 4.
4.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happens. So we can go East to Fourth Escard, north to the road, south to the Blessed Springs, the Cold Bleak Mountains, or to the Lake of the Sea Dragon.
Blessed Springs sounds pretty
It does
chill,
sound
doesn't
good.
it?
We'll probably have to pay.
Maybe we should go there and then we should call it a day.
Yeah, let's arrive at the Blessed Springs. 5.
I go?
Yes.
The village of the Blessed Springs, nestling in the foot of a tall hill, has grown up around the holy waters. A special spring said to have healing powers. It has been fenced off by villagers and a priesthood appointed to supervise the supplicants who have come to bathe or drink of the spring's waters. There is no market, but an alchemist has set up a shop here. Visit the holy waters, visit the alchemist shop, visit the blessed ale tavern, explore the hill, head north towards Fort Brillon, south towards Venefax, west into the countryside, and northwest to the farmlands. We don't have money.
Are we leaving it here?
We might as well go to the next place because we don't have
You
any
just
money.
said we'll get here.
Let's explore the hill and call it.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
going to say let's explore.
398.
Oh, another tick in a box. 398. You make your way up the hill. After a while, you spot a cave set into the hillside, a little further up. Judging by the human bones dumped near the entrance, this is the lair of a dangerous beast. Fresh tracks of some large, two-legged, three-toed creature lead from the cave into some nearby trees. It seems it is not at home at the moment. This is the thing with the backwards feet. If you have the code word Apache,
Which we do.
turn to 463. So, yes, 463, because he actually is home.
Who is this again?
Remember when we were locked in the prison, that old man was like, there's a beast and his feet are backwards, so it looked like he wasn't home.
463. You remember the words of the old man you shared the prison cell with. This must be the lair of the Gorlock that said to have backward pointing feet, so that the tracks it leaves always show the opposite direction of travel. You realise that this means the Gorlock must be inside the cave. Challenge the beast to combat.
No.
Wait for it to leave the cave and sneak in.
Yeah, let's wait.
Okay.
Are we doing it now?
It's so hard to pick a page to quit on. Okay, let's call it a day here then. So we're on 287.
Okay, and we have like nothing.
Yeah, so so this has been our first part. The next ones definitely will not be as long as this one. We're just getting to grips with the story, and obviously we had quite a bad run early on as well. But thank you everyone who's watched this and who's taken part in it. We've found the Gorlock, which is a giant creature. Was it supposed to have any special loot or anything?
No, apparently he's guarding treasures in his cave.
Okay, so that could be good for us next time if we can manage to get in there. So, yeah, next time we'll be heading into the Gorlock cave when he's hopefully not there, getting some treasure and turning this story around, because right now we are in a very bad position. But yeah, it's been fun so far. It's definitely a lot different than sorcery and Final Fantasy.
I love how like you don't just die in this one.
Yeah.
Well, so far you sort of have chances to redeem yourself and turn it around.
Yeah, so far we've had a lot of like opportunities to just keep cycling the book without having to actually start again, which is definitely a plus. We found we were doing that a lot in sorcery, so hopefully it stays like that and we don't have to completely start the book again, because that would suck.
But if we do, it doesn't matter because we know a better path.
Very true. So we'll be seeing you guys very soon with part 2. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you then.